This decision will be crucial for the business. And the best week so far, last week I arrived in Bali, and as mentioned in the weekly recap of last Sunday, I felt directly that this was the right move. And I knew that as soon as I was in Bali and I was locked in into the routine, it would be game over. And I think that's exactly what happened, and which I would love to run you through in this new episode of Road to Nine Figures. The output these days is amazing, and we are making amazing moves with the company. We're not yet seeing this like directly, of course, in the results. Even though they're still doing great, sales are doing amazing. It's just about the back end as of right now. As also mentioned before, acquisition is doing well, even though our content sucks. Still, acquisition is doing well thanks to our offer. It's just right now purely about delivering on that offer, which is pretty difficult, but we are getting into that as well. So I have to make sure that all the systems are set up. I'm aware of the bottlenecks, and yeah, it's just so clear right now what to do, and then it's fun. It's a lot of fun to get things done. So yeah, personally, I will dive deeper into this tomorrow when I will record the weekly recap, of course. But I wanted to already share what I've been working on last week and what the plans will be, and that's also why I record this separate episode, since I think this is, as mentioned, a crucial week with the decision which I made, which I will run into right now, and of course, yeah, when it comes to the output, which I already mentioned and which I will specify in a bit as well. So, first of all, as mentioned, I made a game changing decision. I decided to completely stop with dropshipping and to burn the ships there. I decided this last Wednesday, and it sounds weird. I mentioned so many times, especially in these Road to Nine Figures, the importance of this dropshipping business with the cash flow. And now I cut the strings. Yeah, you might be wondering why. And I took all the options into consideration, and these were the options. These were the reasons which I made this choice. First of all, simply it was practically impossible to focus on both businesses at the same time, and it would kill the potential of the dropshipping business, and it would cost me so much effort to make that work, and it would cost me a lot. And then I'm talking about a lot of growth in the nine figure company. It would cost me months and months into the process, and it would have killed the potential of both the companies at the same time. This nine figure project simply will need all my attention and even more. Secondly, and I think even more important is this would have killed me if I wouldn't have made the decision, and that's exactly what happened last year when I was here in Bali. Um, my motivation, my focus, my happiness, my drive, it would all have been gone down the drain again. I learned from my mistake last year. I made the decision. If I wouldn't have made the decision, I would have focused on the short term again with the drop shipping, which of course, like the short term money can help me with the long term project, but still it would completely destroy my focus. Thereby, I tried to chase different bunnies at the same time, and I wouldn't be able to catch any of these. And then I will be running harder and harder again, but still won't be able to catch any of these. And that will be a negative feedback loop, which just will keep on going until I realize that I have to stop changing all the bunnies at the same time. I focus on one, it's clear what has to be done, and it will be done. And that's exactly what went wrong last year. And I think I'm really happy and proud to say that I learned from that mistake. And I think that this is the right decision. And I'm actually pretty sure that it is. The last reason is financially, the new business will be profitable way faster than expected, and thereby I can easily come around with the cash reserves I already have right now. When I want to scale crazy, I will fix external cash, but this would always have been a higher ROI than making the money myself and neglecting on the focus of the business into this project. On this project, so neglecting on that focus, I believe that this is the way to grow the company. And as mentioned, I think this decision will be crucial in the overall process. I already feel it right now. I feel so happy I made this decision. It is the right decision. It gives me so much relief and clarity. And this decision and this week also means that I basically go all in. I go all in into this project. No other business, and this is the first time actually in my entrepreneurial career. And yeah, it's kind of funny when I say it out loud and when I realize it myself that I finally focus on one project for the long term with unlimited upside. Even though I'm in the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey and my experience is really minimal compared to the big guys out there, I think I learned quite some things along the way. And if I will be able to finally utilize all of this into one company with, as mentioned, an unlimited upside and a long-term vision, I think what we can achieve is will be mad. I'm really, really confident of this, and that's also why I completely committed for this for the long term. And as mentioned, I feel so happy about it, and it gives me so much relief, and especially clarity. If you rewatch the weekly recaps of last year, where I was in Bali as well, and where I was into problems with myself, clarity, I realized when I was reflecting on the reason for the fact that I was lost was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, reason, the biggest cause for that, for the situation which I was in at that moment. So, with that being said, what did I do which makes this the best week so far? Just in specific, I worked on finalizing the new content, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's like 3 to 5 times better than the content we have right now. I have both photos and videos. Both are absolutely amazing. Besides that, there will be new Q4 content coming up in November as soon as we'll be launching the Q4 offer. And I will be posting and launching this content in the beginning of next week. I haven't been able to dive into that, and also acquisition, which is related to launching new content, isn't right now the bottleneck. So I right now only will focus on the bottlenecks, or at least always will put the bottlenecks as a priority in my daily scheduling, which is also something which I implemented this week into the way of working, and which also will really help me. And also a reason why I see no reason for this not to work, focusing on the bottlenecks for the long term, unlimited upside, just one project. No way, no way, guys, come on. I try to create new content in the studio myself as well, which unfortunately completely failed. Um, I had something in my mind, but I wasn't been able to put that into practice. But I think we can laugh about that content later on. I won't be publishing anything of that, and spend also a quick €120. It was, yeah, it's not that much, honestly, but also some time and effort. But yeah, that's how it goes. Some things figure out really, yeah, turn out really well. Others won't. Besides that, I optimized a lot of the workflows, but most importantly, I hired a what I believe will be an A-player virtual assistant for the long term, and I'm about to hire a new stylist, which I also prepared a lot of things for this week. We'll have calls scheduled on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and I hope to onboard the stylist then. And I'm pretty sure that I will be able to do that. And I actually looking into the applications right now. I'm also pretty sure that there will be two stylists in there, which will also help me with finding my third stylist, which I will be also going over in a bit when I'm going to the plans. So that's what I did last week. Honestly, a great week as well. I will dive deeper into this personally on the weekly recap, but the output has been crazy this week, and I'm really, really happy to see that. Um, what will be the plans from here? Looking into the video which I recorded quite some time ago, in which I went over the plans, and the video is, I think, called like how I'm going to transform my startup into a nine-figure company. We are far ahead of schedule. I think we could possibly already be profitable in October, which is, yeah, far ahead of schedule, since I took the whole year for that process, the whole rest of this year, so also November and December. The bottleneck right now is the capacity. So basically, the amount of orders we are able to handle and the amount of items kept per order. So yeah, basically the AOV, that's like one of the main bottlenecks and will always stay a bottleneck. That's, I think, yeah, in the end, our service. So basically, quality of our service will determine how many orders a customer will keep. The capacity has a lot to do with the stylist, and besides that, the overview and the systems, which the VA will help me with as well. A stylist, as mentioned, hopefully will be onboarded next week. As mentioned, I'm pretty sure about that. And the VA will help me with getting a lot of the in detail business out of the way. So that will help me with that part. So I can focus even more on, again, the amount of items, optimizing the systems even further, and which will set us up for long-term growth from Q1 on in 2025. Mid-October, as mentioned, I possibly again am going to hire a new stylist and scale to 40 to 50 orders a week. I think it will be more like 40 orders a week and stabilize there for Q4. In our record week, we already have been able to do 35 orders a week, so it's not that far, but I think I want to stabilize on 40 orders a week, so about 160 to 200 orders a month. Since, yeah, we have, of course, a limited capacity because of the way how we process the orders, since honestly, my mom and my sister are right now processing these orders, which I want to express my gratefulness for from the bottom of my heart, how they do that and how they help me with that. But yeah, then basically we can scale past a certain scale, and that's why I would love to make the move to a fulfillment center as soon as I'll be back in Europe, as soon as I'll be back in the Netherlands, which will be at about Christmas, so mid-December, end of December actually. And in the meantime, I have to basically make sure that absolutely everything is ready, so that as soon as I'll be back, we can double the amount of orders again. The goal is to have 300 orders in January, which I think will be mad and already almost will lead to 100K month. And I know how I will be able to achieve this and what the bottlenecks will be to get there, and will be challenging, but I think it's also a pretty reliable, pretty doable goal. And then being there at 100K a month with this new startup within half a year, with like the unlimited potential from there, yeah, it will make me really proud, honestly, of like I've been able to do 300K months already in the past, and yeah, 20K days with dropshipping and stuff. But this will be different. This will be building, like we are putting the blocks up upon each other, and I will keep you updated during this process along the way. So thank you for watching. Honestly, it's pretty late on this side, but I felt really excited to record this video. This will be a crucial week. I'm sure it will be, when I will be looking back into these videos, that these kinds of weeks where I'm pivoting, where I make these crucial decisions. And right now, obviously decided to go all in onto this opportunity. Burn the ships. The vision is clear. The clarity is there. It's about performing right now, putting it into practice, and crushing goals. See you again in the next video. Ciao, ciao.